In many ways, 2012 was one of the most significant years in Big 12 history. The conference stabilized itself by welcoming 2 new members, brought in a new commissioner known for his vision and leadership, plus solidified its future with lucrative media agreements. And that doesn't even account for another outstanding season of competition. In chronological order, here are the top 12 stories for this year. Oklahoma State capped off the greatest season in school history with a 41-38 overtime victory against Stanford in the Fiesta Bowl. The Cowboys won the Big 12 title and finished with 12 victories for the first time in school history. Oklahoma State's women's basketball team ended a season of tragedy with an inspiring finish. Just as the season began, Coach Kurt Budke and assistant Miranda Cerna died in a plane crash. The Cowgirls overcame their grief and finished the season by winning the Women's National Invitation Tournament. Budke's wife, Shelley, clipped the last strand of net after the title game. In early May, the Big 12 Conference announced that Bob Bowlesby would be its new commissioner. The former athletic director at Iowa and Stanford has quickly proven to be the right man for the job in the early days of his leadership. Interim Commissioner Chuck Ninus preceded Bowlesby and provided steady and calming leadership through difficult times. The Big 12 and Southeastern Conferences announced a groundbreaking deal to have their conference football champions meet in a game that would be controlled by the 2 conferences. The announcement in mid-May further illustrated the continued strength and stability of the Big 12. On July 1, TCU and West Virginia officially became members of the Big 12. TCU moved from the Mountain West Conference, and West Virginia left the Big East Conference. The additions further stabilized the conference and its membership. The Summer Olympics in London helped shine a light on Big 12 student athletes. 89 former or current student athletes participated, 26 won medals, and 13 won gold medals. In early September, the Big 12 and television partners ESPN and Fox announced a long-awaited media rights agreement. The 13-year deal with the 2 networks is not only financially lucrative, it sent a message of solidarity. All 10 member schools agreed to the deal, along with a 13-year grant of rights that essentially locks all member schools into the Big 12 for that time frame. The Big 12 football season produced 9 bowl-eligible teams out of the 10 teams in the conference. No other conference has ever had 90% of its teams in the postseason. 8 of those teams finished with 7 or more victories, and Jeff Sagarin of USA Today ranked the Big 12 as the nation's best conference. Kansas State senior quarterback Colin Klein finished 3rd in the Heisman Trophy balloting and was one of 3 finalists invited to New York City. In its 17 seasons, the Big 12 has produced 12 Heisman finalists. No other conference has more. And now it's time to get to the good stuff. It's trophy time. Baylor won the national championship in commanding fashion, beating 6 NCAA foes by double digits. The Lady Bears, led by Player of the Year Brittany Griner, became the first collegiate team to finish a season 40-0. It was Baylor's 2nd national championship. And it was the 2nd national championship for Texas in women's volleyball. The Longhorns won the title in 1988, but they put a nice finish to 2012 by sweeping Oregon in 3 sets to win the 2012 NCAA title. Texas won its 3rd national championship in golf and its first since 1972 when Dylan Fratelli drained a dramatic 30-foot birdie putt on the final hole to give the Longhorns the national title over Alabama. And Oklahoma sophomore Chirapat Javanil became the first NCAA women's golf champion in Oklahoma history. Oklahoma State won the NCAA men's cross-country championship, the Cowboys' 3rd national title in the last 4 years. The Big 12 also snagged 2 individual titles. Iowa State's Betsy Sena won the women's race and became the 3rd Cyclone to win a women's national championship. Texas Tech's Kennedy Kathuka was the men's individual champion with a course record time. While they didn't earn championship hardware, these Big 12 teams deserve recognition for outstanding seasons. Kansas lost in the men's basketball championship game, far exceeding expectations by getting that far. Oklahoma fell in the 3rd and deciding game of the Women's College World Series. The Texas men's swimming and diving team came up just short in the NCAA championships. The Kansas women finished 2nd, the best finish in school history, at the NCAA Indoor Track and Field Championships. And Oklahoma State finished 2nd in Western competition at the National Equestrian Championship. Okay, so there's our look back at 2012. For everyone here at the Big 12 Conference office, this is Wendell Barnhouse for the Big 12 Digital Network. Happy holidays.